Hey there guys, and welcome back to the Beardyman craft beer channel. I'm Glenn, and today we are looking at 20 homebrewing issues that aren't actually problems. If you're new to homebrewing and constantly worrying that something has gone wrong, well, this video, it's for you. You see, most of the time your beer is absolutely fine. You're just reacting to things that every brewer reacts to early on. So these are 20 common homebrewing issues that usually aren't issues at all, depending on the context, and understanding them early on will save you a lot of stress. Number one, my refractometer is broken. What happens here is a lot of new brewers think that their refractometer stops working once fermentation begins. And the key thing here is it's not actually broken. Alcohol just throws off the reading. So a brewer tip, once fermentation starts, either apply a correct formula or just switch to a hydrometer. Issue 2, my hydrometer reading looks wrong. Now, hydrometers are only accurate at one specific temperature, so if your sample is warmer or colder, then the reading will be off. So a brewer's tip, always apply a temperature correction or just let the sample cool. Number 3, the airlock, it isn't bubbling. Now, this one, in fairness, early days, it actually caused huge panic in my brain. And actually, most of the time, it just means there's a small leak somewhere. Brewer's tip, chillax. Don't rely on the airlock alone. You gotta check gravity over time instead. Issue number 4, fermentation seems really slow on this one. So here's the thing, yeast, it doesn't work on a schedule. It doesn't care what your recipe says or when you want the beer ready. Here's my tip, let fermentation finish naturally. Stable gravity matters, not days on a calendar here. Number 5, my final gravity is actually higher than I expected. Whoops. To a lot of brewers, that mightn't be a problem. But if you're really set on a recipe, then final gravity, it's not a guarantee. It's just an estimate. So mash temperature, yeast health, and fermentation conditions all affect it. So brewer's tip here, use your FG, your final gravity, as a guide, not a pass-fail number. Number 6, something's wrong with my yeast. Something's wrong with my yeast. Now, in many cases, actually nothing's wrong with your yeast at all. Most beginners, they simply underpitch yeast. So brewer's tip, in many cases, using fresh yeast and pitching enough will solve a lot of those issues. Problem number 7, my recipe, it didn't turn out perfect. And here's the thing guys, no recipe ever does first go, even professionally. So dialing in a beer takes repetition. Brewer's tip, and honestly this works, take notes throughout the brew day, adjust slightly and brew it again. Repetition. Number 8, and this is one that kept me awake at night, my recipe, it's too simple. But here's the thing, simple recipes, they don't make simple beer. They expose process issues and help you to improve faster. Brewer's tip, and believe me when I say this, master simple beers before chasing complexity. Number 9, and I used to believe this statement was true, I need a special ingredient to make great beer. And the thing is, there is no magic hop or secret grain you're missing. Great beer comes from process, not tricks or a special secret ingredient. So my brewer's tip is focus on fermentation control and fresh ingredients. Number 10, I should start with a big, crazy beer. Now, a lot of people aim straight for massive, high ABV beers. Now, they are harder to control and they are harder to learn from. Brewer's tip, build confidence with lower gravity, repeatable styles first. Number 11, brewing the same beer again and again is boring. Repeating recipes shows what really changes the beer. And brewer's tip, change one thing at a time and then compare the results. Number 12, and this was me all over early days, I need to experiment with everything at once. You see, too many changes make troubleshooting impossible, and that is, honestly, it's really true. It's not really about experimentation, it's just, it makes troubleshooting harder. So, brewer's tip, experiment slowly and intentionally. Issue number 13, ingredients X versus ingredients Y. Which is better, which is correct? You see, there's rarely a single correct choice. Both can work, just differently. Brewer's tip? Sure, brew it both ways and decide what way you prefer. Number 14, this batch doesn't taste how I imagined. Does that mean it's bad? No, it just means it's different. My tip here, guys, is judge the beer on its own terms, not expectations. Now, number 15, it's one where it's not really spoken word, but a lot of people, a lot of brewers would have it in their mind that their beer isn't at competition level. And the reality, most homebrew isn't meant to be. The goal here is drinkability, enjoyable beer. My tip, chase consistency first, medals later. Number 16, and these words definitely came out of my mouth a couple of times early days. I ruined this batch. True ruined batches, they're rare. And most beers, they start off green and they improve with age. Bit like myself, they say. So, brewer tip, give it time to condition before making any harsh decisions. Number 17, everyone online brews better than me. And the thing is, they probably do. No, I'm only joking. You see, you're only seeing the highlights online, not the dumped batches. We don't jump online when we dump a batch. No. My tip here, guys, would be focus on your own progress, not comparisons. Number 18, I'm overthinking everything. Welcome to my world, guys. And the thing is, almost every brewer does at the start. And I'm gonna say this, and it is true, stress kills enjoyment. I've been there. Just simplify your process and trust it and enjoy it. 19, issue 19. I need everything to be perfect. But perfection is not the goal here. Progress is. Brewer's tip, aim for repeatable and enjoyable beer. And in at number 20, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this fucking right? Am I doing this right? I'm 10 years in and I still ask myself that question. And my answer to you is, if you're making beer at home, you already are. To quote Charlie Papazian, relax, don't worry, have a homebrew. Enjoy the hobby, guys, and sláinte.